to the Black Dad podcast. I'm Jules. This is my guy Chef Matt. Today we just gonna come to y'all and just give y'all, some Black Dad tips and
Introduction.
some advice, some knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Just give y'all a little bit about the Black Dad podcast. For me, it was just something that I wanted to do because I felt as black fathers, we don't have a real voice. We don't have no say so, man. Like we don't have nothing to have a positive outlook on who we are as men. And everybody feel like they want to say what the definition of a black dad or a black man is. And it's like everybody who got an opinion, to me they don't represent me or they don't mirror what to me a black father or a black dad stands for. So what I want to do with this podcast is just, give another outlook for, people like me who, want somebody to stand up and speak the truth, not just speak what's convenient. Over here to my right, I got my to my left on the screen, I got my boy Chef Matt. You know what I'm saying?
Matt BBBB Bowens, Oak Cliff, in the building. I've been on this man for 13 years. Like 13, 14.
14,
14. I've been knowing him because we worked in the kitchen together. I was a chef, and he was up and coming, and then we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? And then since then, we just been tight. We've been kicking it and
coming
shit.
though. I ain't gonna let him just throw me under the bus like that. I was just making a name as far as from their standpoint, as far as being on a professional level.
Yeah, exactly. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've been jack of all trades.
I've been cooking since I was 13. I've been in culinary.
No. We're talking. We're just talking. Yeah. We talking
about
on that pro tip. We talking on that pro tip.
I got my degree. Goddamn me. Ask where his. Yeah. Hey, this boy got that yours Johnson & Wales, ain't it?
Hell no, man.
Where you get your degree from?
Hell no. Fucking Carrollton. Shit, Ames Academy. Carrollton.
You went to Ames?
Hell yeah, with the
Get the fuck out of here. We ain't never talked about that. Hold on. No.
Oh, okay.
I went to Ames.
Yeah,
Mr. Eugene?
Yeah, him, Chef Pot, R.I.P. Chef Pot. Russell Hodges, Chef Russell Hodges.
Chef Hodges.
Yeah. That's my
what?
brothers. Man, them dudes, they gonna like, oh man, it's on radio now? Hell yeah.
Hold on. The fact that they see you with me is what's gonna be even crazy because I went there. I went there when it first opened.
Because they opened about like, you know what I'm saying?
We used to go to El Chico's for lunch.
Yeah.
Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, they was uptown from 88 to 02, 03, and then they moved over there.
But they got their own building. That's why they moved.
That's why they moved. And then people didn't like it over there. So shit. Yeah. For sure.
And then it was right there by the paper mill.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I had a homeboy working over there, man.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That is crazy.
Shit, free my dude else. You feel me? Yes, sir. So,
hey man, if y'all want to call in, man, y'all can dial 972-863-8860. Y'all can call in if y'all feeling us. If y'all ain't feeling us, y'all can call in with any critiques, anything, just to give us some positive feedback or not so positive feedback. We're gonna take it all and run with it. But so
Facts.
If you look on the screen, like there are different myths and different things that are said about black fathers, right? And nobody actually wants to dispel this. And for me, like it's just a key, man, that what we stand for as men is a light, is a beacon. And it seems like we don't have the light, we don't have those beacons in our community no more. So what we gotta do as black men is we the one gotta be there. Man, I remember when we first met, I wasn't even in the streets no more, man. Remember, I was a Christian. I was going to church every Sunday and Wednesday. I was married, and me and him, we used to just have different talks. And, he really helped me understand, like, in my freedom of being a man, I still had to stay in tune and what made me a human. Like, I used to always get on my boy because, like, he's a straight party animal, man. Like, and he used to always tell me.
Like Big said, party and bullshit. And party and bullshit.
Yeah. And, like, we typically we wouldn't even be in the same environment just because
facts.
of our background. His family was more Crippin, and I was more with Bloods, and it was, but we didn't let that stop us.
Yeah. Facts.
And it was crazy because most people look for reasons to stay divided, and
that's what's wrong with my people. We're gonna get a little raunchy with it, but that's what's wrong with niggas. Somebody like motherfuckers can't get along, and you know what? When at the end of the day, when you chop it up, when you talk to somebody you like, you chop it up at the end of the day, and then you find out y'all got shit in common and all that, and then you be like, damn, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit petty at the end of the day. So,
and it's crazy because as black men, it seems like the divisive tool is keeping us apart from each other, and we're allowing these traps to really set in and work, man. Something happened a few months back, man. That boy Mo 3 got killed, man. And
R.P. Mo 3.
It's crazy, man, because, we invite different energies in our life. And, we play by different rules. And sometimes we understand, sometimes we don't. But the biggest thing we got to grasp is we got to make this thing together, man. Like, we can't keep fighting each other to the detriment of our community where ain't no positive black men, ain't no strong black men in our communities. A lot of people, and I'm going to touch this for just a moment as well. A lot of people look at, polygamy. As
you talking about when people
polygamy,
be marrying like
these
10
we got black men
yeah.
who marrying multiple wives, and what we got to realize is when people say, well, that's something black people been doing, like it's in our culture. It only entered our culture in a time of necessity because they was either killing or they was sending all the strong black men to the fields and to the mines, or they was putting them on ships to come over here and work. So what they would do, the weak, the spineless, the cowards, the ones who turned their backs on the strong black men, they left them there with the women. So now you got these weak men preying on women, and of course they need to have more than one man because you didn't have enough men producing babies. So we got these black men now taking advantage of a situation, talking about it's our culture, man. Our culture is being mean and standing up in that.
Well,
and being
can I throw something in there?
Yeah, come on, man.
Like Pimp C did say, the late Pimp C, my man did say we was kings and, kings and queens and all that, and then the richest motherfucker, the richest person on earth was
the richest motherfucker.
Yeah, the richest motherfucker on earth was Mansa Musa, and then I ain't know about him till I'm in the barbershop, dude. Like, what? I said, I think Pimp C said something about him, and then found that this dude was the richest dude on the planet. This dude he went to a certain city.
He did a pilgrimage across from one point of Africa,
right,
from Timbuktu to the coast, to the far coast Africa.
Look, wherever you say, and I just know he went to a certain city and build up the economy. Because he went over there.
He didn't build it up, right? So those economies that were already built, he was giving out free gold. And he was giving out so much free gold to the detriment of the economies. Like a lot of those economies couldn't even stand because the people who never had money was getting money. And the people who had money wasn't getting money no more. So yeah.
This man built up the whole city on you fools, man. And then that's why I feel like black folks, we can build up each other though, but we don't. You know what I'm talking about?
Because, you have to look at what do we put our value in. We don't put our value in each other. We put it in things, objects, and stuff that's monetary. So we don't look at each other as the gem no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When you look at, when I value you because to me, you priceless. You worth something.
Appreciate it.
So ain't no way I can, devalue you if you came to me with your own value and it just enhanced because of what you added to my life. So when we look to add to each other, and not necessarily, no, it's the mic, hit the mic. When we look to add to each other and not necessarily keep devaluing each other,
Exactly.
it's easy for me to
Exactly.
it's easy for me to believe in you and call you God and not get offended or not feel upset or not feel what's the word when you have something that you
Cherish?
no something in something that I feel bad about myself, insecurity. So
Yeah, there you go.
if I know your
I
value,
get it.
right, and you add to my life,
Right. Right.
I can't feel insecure because you're worthy. Because your worthy meant so much to mine, it built mine up. But see, what we do as black men is we devalue each other. Oh man, that nigga ain't got no car.
Yeah.
Oh man, that nigga got them busted shoes. Oh man, that nigga ain't got no. Oh man, that nigga old lady ain't bad. We put all
You know
these.
what? And you know what's funny, right? So my whole hood be like, man, you know what I'm saying? My nickname in the hood, Born. So they were like, damn, Born's always, bigging up. So I like to build up, because especially me at my age now, I like to build up. So I'm in the drop, right? I'm in my whip. And
The Beamer.
Look.
Six
look,
what?
Look.
Six what?
Six something. It's
Six
six.
what?
Got it.
Oh,
Six something.
six
We
series.
like
Six series. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
My
So
bad. Go ahead.
the dude, you know what I'm saying? My partner roll up. Woo, he like, say, bro, you know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to be like me. I mean, trying to be like you. I said, no, be better, bro, because you know what I'm talking about. Be better than what this ain't shit compared to what you can do mentally. You feel?
But
what
see,
I'm
what
saying?
you gotta realize is you are better.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
For some
be
people
better.
who-
I'm talking
but
about
for
be
some
better
people-
than what I am right now.
But for
And that's
some
why I
people,
strive for.
yo, right now is some people future 20 years, bro.
Yeah, but they
You,
niggas
I mean,
need to be
you
better.
you gotta embrace that, man.
Ain't nothing
like,
wrong with that.
You gotta. He telling you like, so man. I used
Yeah, I'm
to,
trying to be like you. That's good.
I
Don't
u-
get
I
me
u-
wrong. I appreciate it,
right,
but
right,
now
right.
I'll be better.
and that's cool to say, but you don't know what his better is. Your better may be impossible for him. So what's possible? What's possible is what he can see and touch.
Right.
So he can see and touch this right now.
Right.
So right now, this is where I want to be. And then once you get to your future where you want to be, then guess what he gonna come back and say? I'm inspired by you, bro. Why? Because every step you take, he taking in the same area and not in a negative manner.
Right.
So you building him up.
No, I feel you. I want to be up there too, but I rather my the hood be up there higher than me. This is what I put on earth to do. I feel like.
And
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to do my thing, but I feel like I said when I roll through and people ask me, little young cats ask me stuff, I'm dropping true fucking dimes. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Just giving the wisdom. You know what I'm talking about? Because life too short to keep all that, all the game to be sold, not to be told. Now in my hood, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, when anybody asks me anything, I'm just dropping them good dimes on them.
Yeah,
Just like
that's
that.
all we can do, man.
Exactly.
You know, we've been dropping jewels since you called me Juice. Come on, man. Like, this is just what we do, man. And it's just really about being something other than what you see in front of you. If what you see in front of you ain't uplifting, if it ain't boosting, if it ain't something positive, if it ain't putting you in an aspect where you in an atmosphere that you've never seen or been, then you need to change where you at, man. And that's one thing. Like with me, I had to change where I was at, man, because as much as I love what I was seeing, it wasn't enough, man. So I was chasing this hunger, and this hunger wasn't never being fulfilled because it wasn't never enough. Man, I had to figure out I'm enough. And when I became enough, everything I touched was enough. I just wanted more to add more to where I'm going through. For y'all that don't know, man, a good book y'all can go check out is Breaking the Willie Lynch Curse. The biggest thing about that, man, that we need to do as black men is, this book talks a lot about, just different situations, different things, different curses, and different shackles that they put on us. And, the dude who wrote the Willie Lynch letter said in 20 years, in 200 years, they'll have us so divided amongst each other that we won't even understand what's going on. And it's crazy because if you look at what's going on now, like even politically, you know what I'm saying? Look at politically how we got black people divided between me being a Trump supporter and another person that's black not being a Trump supporter and feeling that the Democrats was right. What they don't understand is Willie Lynch was with the Democratic Party, man. It was the Democratic Party that brought Willie Lynch in.
When it comes to that, it's just certain things that Democrats do that I don't like, and there's certain things that Republicans do that I don't like. Right. So what does that mean? Bipartisan? So I read just call myself that, and then you straight up a Trump supporter. This boy, we gotta put this boy on the spot.
I'm a black man Trump supporter who don't like the Cowboys.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I love my Cowboys, and I don't.
You love Trump.
No,
you love Trump.
I sound bipartisan.
No, you love Trump.
Texas
you love Trump. You saying you love the Cowboys?
Views.
How many did you watch the Super Bowl?
Exactly.
You supported Trump.
No,
who you think?
No, nigga, I don't support Trump.
Okay, so have you ever been to a Cowboys game in the new stadium?
Hell yeah.
All right, now who do you think this money you spend, right? This is what we as black men need to realize what our dollars do for us. Understand the power of your dollar, black man. So y'all saying y'all don't support Trump. How y'all don't when you go and spend $200-300 at a Cowboy stadium? What you think Jerry Jones doing with this money, man?
We call Jerry Jones.
What you think Jerry Jones?
Say,
yeah.
You better not say anything about Jerry.
Y'all shut up and run.
No,
shut up and run.
Jerry the only owner that kneeled. What did you talking about, bro?
Kneel? That boy didn't kneel.
Yeah, he did against the Cardinals.
That boy didn't kneel.
2018.
That wasn't a kneel.
Look it up.
Man.
Next time, there you go with that shit.
When did they kneel?
He kneeled with everybody. You want to see this on YouTube?
No, we ain't got to pull it up. I know for a fact he kneeled after they did the...
No, he kneeled
after.
He showed everybody like,
he
this is what you... Man, he's with it, bro.
He was what?
He's with it, unlike Robert Kraft in Boston. We ain't gonna say no.
What?
Shout out to Boston.
Robert Kraft? Okay, but you gonna hate Robert Kraft.
The city of Boston, we already know what they're about.
Robert Kraft actually went and got... He actually went to Meek Mill's court.
He did that.
Oh, what black man has Jerry Jones went to? He didn't even go to Michael Irvin court hearing.
He did that because he knew Boston racists.
He ain't even go to the court. He ain't even go to the court for what's the nigga got caught with all them pounds?
Nate
Newman. He ain't go to court for Big Nate.
He wasn't even playing.
Nate got him 3 Super Bowls.
Hey man, Nate did what he had to do. You know what I'm talking about? That man that time he said he wanted to be the.
I'm just saying why Jerry didn't go there? Why Jerry
didn't want to be the biggest O lineman ever? When he said he did that work, he said he wanted to be the biggest playmaker ever.
Why that boy Jerry Jones didn't go and support that boy in court, man? Why he didn't go and support Sam Harris when he was in court, man?
All these D-boys play for the Cowboys.
All these boys turn. All these dope dealers.
How about them?
All these dope dealers.
How about them Cowboys?
All them dope dealers.
Please believe it.
Say, man, we got a team.
All my teams.
Hey, man.
Please
and we do it in basketball, too. Marquise Daniels, Josh Howard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, real talk. I had an old school truck, and my man, Josh Howard, he pulled up. Look, I seen him at churches out 75, and what, at FISU? He used to be at churches over there, right?
Yeah.
So I seen him, I said, say, man, you see the truck out there? You know, it's Mavs color. Oh, yeah, you remember? I met you
come
at that
on,
Mavs
man.
color. Look, I said, say, bro, you can just write whatever you want in this motherfucker, man. You can write Josh Howard, Dallas Mavericks, and all that. That boy wrote all that shit. He's like 8. I think he was 8 or something. So Josh Howard 8, and he said Dallas Mavericks. He got a little turn. He's like, man, I can write. I said, yeah. As long as it's like like Mavericks apparel, like whatever you want to do, like Mavericks scribbling, whatever. Say whatever. And everybody, damn, every time I open the door, oh, yeah, Josh Howard did all that. Dang, for real, you just script for Josh Howard.
Say, this crazy, right?
Yeah.
I remember I called you because he came in the Morton Steakhouse, and I told you he pulled up in the Ferrari.
Man, that dude.
Had the glass. Remember, he had the first transparency back Ferrari that came over. He bought the first one that came into Texas.
Okay.
He bought the first one that came to North America, right?
Okay.
And just so happened, I was working at Morton Steakhouse when it was still downtown.
I remember you were working over there.
So he come in there, and I didn't know who he was, swear to God. Because, I'm not a big sports guy.
Yeah, you sure ain't.
So when he came in, I was looking like, man, that nigga tall. And my homeboy bumping, man, he hard, right? And I'm thinking, nigga, some rapper. So I'm like, who is it? Because he wasn't dressed in his.
Yeah, he dressed. He
was
when
just.
I seen him, he had
Yeah.
jumpers.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
He had a tracksuit.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
He's always in the tracksuit.
Not a jumper, but a tracksuit.
So,
Maverick stuff.
When he came in, man, I think the funniest part was when he ordered. I was the only black chef in there, and if you know Morton's, had a stigma for kind of being like one of those racist places. And when he came in, he was just looking in the back for like a black cook. Well, he was just looking. So, when he seen me, he kind of gestured like, come over there. And I'm looking like, what the hell? So I go over there, and he like, hey, man, can you fry my chicken like you do at home?
Yeah.
I was like, what you mean? He was like, man, they don't never fry my chicken breast long enough. And I was like, all right, I got you. So I fixed this food. And then here come Devin Harrison. Now, I was a Devin Harrison fan.
Yeah, shit.
So when
Devin Harris, Wisconsin, yeah.
When he walked in, I like kind of damn near blew my top. You know what I'm saying? And
good 3-point shot. Well, he was underrated at first. He was average, but towards the end of his career, he got really good at 3-point shot.
And what was really crazy was I knew who he was.
Oh, well, I mean, Devin Harris. Josh Howard was an all-star. Devin Harris left to go to the Nets. Ended up being an all-star.
I realized who Josh Howard was after he was on YouTube talking about smoking weed.
Oh, Josh Howard did that, and that's why he started smoking in the off season or some shit like that.
That's when I realized. That's when I knew who he was because he smoked weed.
Oh, okay.
And he did the YouTube. I was real big on. I wasn't even smoking back then.
Oh, that's what.
But it was the.
So you were righteous.
Yeah, I was real right. I wasn't smoking, wasn't drinking.
Keep it righteous.
Remember, you used to get mad because I wouldn't have no shot with you at the end of the night. You get real mad because I make some drink. I make some juice. Now tell the truth.
Maddie do drink though. I do drink.
Now tell the truth. Who the juice king?
Oh yeah, because you make all them juices from scratch and shit. That's
man.
And your name Julius, and the nigga think of Orange Julius. So I said, yeah, nigga, your name is Juice.
I used to make them squeeze juices.
Yeah, that boy squeeze juices. Yeah. That's
so what you want to talk about over there, man? What you got?
All right.
I know you had some stuff.
So, in this podcast, we're going to throw out current situations and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? So, I was thinking of what you want to do first. You want to do first the stimulus?
Come on.
Okay, the $1,400 stimulus is...
Well, they just granted it.
Yeah.
12 o'clock last... What?
Yes, sir. So
3 o'clock this morning, they
so
passed it.
You think motherfuckers going to do right by
I think they're going to do what's right for them.
Yeah,
I mean...
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, no doubt. Oh, man.
Oh, okay, so look.
No.
Boom. Now, y'all look at the screen. These are the owners who supported Donald Trump.
We got time out on what I was about to talk about.
My question, as I said,
you just look, and then you got Robert Kraft right there, Mr. Air Force One himself.
As I said,
Jerry Jones, of course, but he boss man.
Who's number one?
Nah, that ain't.
Who's America's team? Who's America's team? Who's America's team?
America's team. Them Cowboys.
Yeah, so it's number one for a reason.
Okay, all these dudes are just look at me.
But
look.
now hold on. Now I'm glad this is up here. They all got an NFL pack that they put money into,
and them the big bank too.
And yes, sir.
Except the Browns. And
boy, you better look at how much that boy got on. I mean, how much?
No. You thinking of some other?
Hold on, don't the Browns got a new? Didn't the black dude just buy the Browns?
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, but the whole thing with this list right here, why is key is because they have a pack, and what that pack does is all the money that they get from your tickets, from your seats, from your jerseys, all the stuff you buy, they take that money and they go put it towards Trump.
Can I take up for Jerry once?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Let's be honest here. When the early 90s, when we was kids, I remember Bun B threw out a lyric about Donald Trump.
Everybody talk about Donald Trump.
Everybody was talking all positive until he got president.
Remember when Obama?
Don't get me wrong. I got nothing against him as a businessman. I just didn't want him as a president. That's all I said.
Why not?
No, bro. That boy throw like a frisbee.
What did he do as a president that no other president's done?
You can't. You know what? I get one thing. That man can talk reckless and get away with it. And then
George Bush didn't talk reckless and get away with it?
He a good old boy. Dallas, Texas. Come on.
What?
He a good old boy. No, he didn't talk reckless. No. He messed
Do
up.
you not remember the stories of him snorting cocaine on the White House?
That man, you know, I love Bill Clinton. You know that dude was.
No, I said George.
No, I'm just throwing out there. Okay.
When George Bush Sr. was the president, George Bush Jr. got busted snorting coke on top of the White House. Allegedly.
Junior is a good old boy. Senior, okay. I didn't like Senior, but I like Junior. Junior cool. We SMU. I like SMU as a one of my college teams. Them in Oklahoma. So I'm always.
So why ain't you a Trump supporter?
No,
I mean, all these people. All these people you just named, like
Trump.
SMU. You know, SMU supported Trump.
Okay, and that's just my college team. I don't care like what they.
Everything
support.
you like Trump.
Exactly.
So you like Trump?
Do I like Trump?
You like Trump by product.
There you go. Touché.
Oh, okay. So I'm with that.
Okay.
I like him straight up.
I'm not.
I voted for
him as a president.
Why not? What did he do?
He act goofy. What you talking? That boy be acting goofy.
Do you not remember George Bush Sr. couldn't spell America? George Bush Sr. was when he did. Do you not remember that he was?
You gonna have to look that up, player. I don't think so.
What you
player.
mean, boy?
I don't think so, player.
It might have not been America, but whatever the word was during the spelling bee, the nigga couldn't spell it.
No, player.
And everybody got to looking around like, this the nigga y'all got in the White House?
B-Town on the map. Come on, hey, I gotta look that up. You know what? Let me put my little research. You know I like to research.
Yeah, do that, please.
So, okay. You know what?
All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get it going to this break. Give us about, say about 30, 40 minutes. Nah, we're finna go into a break. We'll be back shortly. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Well, on the heels of Fringe Quarter Fest moving to the fall, it looks like Jazz Fest will follow suit. Eyewitness News has confirmed that Jazz Fest will be in October. The fest will be the weekends of October 8th through the 10th and October 15th through the 17th. Upbeat Magazine first reported that news, and WWL-TV was able to confirm it. A formal announcement is expected next week. Now, just today, Fringe Quarter Fest made it official. They will move to September 30th through October 3rd.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
To get in the way before it happens.
To get a friend home safe.
And to not blame the victim.
It's on us.
To look out for each other.
To not
Look the other way.
It's on us to stand up.
To step in.
To take responsibility.
It's on us, all of us,
To stop sexual assault.
learn how, and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
What do you love most? What do you treasure most? But most of all, what do you care for most? Strengthen your immune system with the power of elderberry, the ingredient with the most antiviral properties in the world. In addition to ginseng, zinc, B-complex vitamins, and of course vitamin C, which together become the shield that will protect what is most precious to you. Artist Life Shield could reduce the duration and severity of the flu, provides immunoprotective and immunostimulatory activity with antiviral properties, helps relieve the common cold. It also has incredible antioxidant properties and many properties to support your digestive system, so you and your family can be assured that your immune system is protected. Artist Life Shield, with all the power of elderberry.
All right, thank y'all for tuning back in, and thank y'all for watching the sponsorship.
Yeah.
We're going to go and get back to talking about this old stimulus, man, again. Oh, so, again, man, we want y'all to go and give us a call in, man, at 972-863-8860. Again,
I'll let your boy.
972-863-8860.
Holla at your boy.
Come on, call in. Call in, sexy. But now, so the whole thing I'm with the Trump thing, man.
This boy going back to it. Go ahead.
Hold on. We had a president that actually came in and fulfilled what he said he was going to do. Did he do it all?
No.
Of course not.
No president can do it. I don't care you Teddy Roosevelt. When
it comes to what we had, I'll say he done more. He created more policy.
Okay.
For the black community.
You know what? I couldn't even say
willingly.
If he did something bad or good. I will admit that.
Willingly, he done more. He created more positive policy for the black community than really you can think of any other president. He was the first president to allocate $10 billion to HBCUs.
Okay. He's the first. Well, you know what? You know, him being white, I feel like he probably could have done something like that.
Why Obama didn't do it?
No, Obama, if he would have done too much, they were like, oh, he done too much.
But Obama had all these policies for LGBT.
Yeah, and you know what? Shout out to them though. If that
he did all the
alphabet crew,
fuck that. He did all these executive orders for everybody but the black community. You telling me your sexual preference is more important than a person's actual life?
You know what?
If you
would have did both, I would have been a happy man.
What you saying is who you choose to have sex with is more important than how someone is naturally born to look when they born. You telling me that's more?
I know. He should have focused on both of them. I feel like if he would have done that, they would have rained on his parade.
But how can they? He can sign executive orders. Come on, man. He signed executive orders to make it a hate crime for beating up on LGBT, but didn't say shit about people killing black folks. All he said was Trayvon Martin could have looked like my son because he looked like me.
Could have been his
son.
You
coon ass nigga, you.
Y'all with this, you know.
Man, if Obama ain't okay, do you know who Obama granddad is?
You know what?
You know his granddaddy was like is like the top in the Masons. In the Illuminati, like in that chain, he's like
something like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this.
He's a head Zionist.
Like one creative entertainer said, his name was Wayne Brady. He said, you know what? It's so much to the black spectrum. Quit focusing on one thing. You know what I'm saying? It's so much being black anyway. And because everybody was talking about him being a coon and all that, and he was like, you know what? It's so much to the black spectrum. He said. You know Wayne Brady. You know he's tend to be. Everybody say he's a sellout, and I always liked him. So he was like, I'm from Orlando. He said he was from Orlando, and in the hood dudes, you be like, say Wayne, stay away from her. And he was like, okay. And then he listened to D-Boys and all that, and then he blew up. And then he got to deal with people. I'm not just trying to point you out, but I'm just saying people in general talking about he's not black enough. Obama's black.
Well, let's say this.
Kamala's black.
You know, whoa.
Kamala is black.
How?
She's black. She's born here, right?
What defined her? No, she was born in Jamaica. She was not born here.
Bro, she was born here.
What?
She was born here.
In America.
In America. Her father is Jamaican.
Okay.
Her mother is Indian.
West Indian?
No.
Oh, it's not West. She's Indian with the dot. She's Indian with the dot.
Hindu and all that. Yeah. She is black.
Now,
she claimed black.
You know,
when you born here, I feel like when you born here or you live your.
But Obama wasn't born here.
He was born in Hawaii, bro. Hawaii it's America, and Hawaii is fire as fuck. So if you've been out there, you're like, okay, I love to be born out here. I would have been born in Hawaii. Hell yeah. You see how that shit is? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, the waves ain't no punk though. Go ahead.
I am a black American man born and raised in this old hateful ass country, and I love every part.
I love every bit of it.
And I don't want to be born in Hawaii. I don't want to be born in bumfuck Egypt. I'm black. I'm American, and I'm proud of it.
Nowhere either.
Now, with that being said, if you ain't from you can claim. Hey man, you can claim. To me, I think Rachel Dolezal deserve to be black.
You know what they call that trans colorism?
To me, if Kamala Harris is black, so is Rachel Dolezal. Rachel
If she chooses to be
Dolezal.
black, just
whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa.
just like LGBTQ.
Rachel Dolezal has done more positive for the black community than Kamala Harris ever done, ever will, and ever think about doing outside of talking about she was smoking weed in college listening to Tupac with her good line ass.
No, she was. And then
she wasn't in
the... No, Barry smoked. Hold on. He smoked that.
When did Tupac come out?
We call that
hold on, whoa. When did Tupac come out?
Tupac came out in 1989. Same song. Come on, bro. I'm now. I let everybody know I'm a music historian. I love music. I will debate you off of music any day.
He's talking about Digital Underground. Song.
You said Tupac though. Okay,
that's
you
not
said
Tupac. When did Tupac come out with
an album? Strictly, Apocalypse Now, 1991.
Okay. When did Kamala Harris graduate college?
In the 90s.
No,
because she graduated in the late 80s from high school.
No, she didn't, boy. This woman old as fish grease, man. Are you really serious?
Okay. You got to think these politicians go to school 8 years, so let's just break that down. If she graduated, let's say 88.
If she
graduated in like 96, 97.
If she would,
yes, you go to school for a long time for politics,
bro.
My stepdaughter is in school for political science, bro. She had to do 8 years.
Bro, Kamala Harris went to school to be a lawyer. Let's go ahead. So anyway. So right. The whole thing and what I'm trying to say is the main reason why I think, we need to understand what Trump did is because
going back to Trump.
They did not shine a light on the positive things he did for the black community. Now, I don't think they shined a light on the positive things Obama did.
Can I tell you something that I'm happy that Trump did? Mm-hmm. I'm glad he freed my boy Kodak.
Okay.
Kodak free. Shout out to my boy Kodak. Kodak Black. Yes, sir.
What else?
That's it.
So
I think he freed somebody else, but it was just Kodak.
Out of all the stuff he done, you glad he freed Kodak?
Heck yeah. This is a Christian Louboutin.
Y'all see what I got to deal with?
No, this is bloody shoes now. Christian Louboutin.
So Kodak. the whole thing about it, man. This guy, you see what I got to deal with, man?
This is all day.
And this what y'all want. Y'all gonna get all this. Nah, but I mean, bro, we have to look at what it really means to be black in America, man. I mean, really, like, what is that definition to? And I guess because personally, we all have our own personal experience of what it means to be black in America. But the reason why the black community is so scattered is because we have no real foundation of what it means to be black in America.
We don't even got a generational wealth. What are you talking about, man?
This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do with this podcast. Is I want this podcast to create a foundation of what it means to be a black dad. You can't just keep, these cats who ain't stepping up to the plate, who ain't being dads, who ain't in their kids' life,
their business,
who ain't, ain't nobody saying you got to make $1 million to take care of your kid. What we asking you to do is be a positive influence, be a positive, nurturing parent. Like, let's stop teaching our kids that banging a bunch of females, selling dope, robbing niggas, all the drip. Don't none of that mean nothing, man. Like, you can have all the drip, be lame.
Ooh, dang.
You can have all the drip. You can have all the drip and be lame as hell.
And your kid's gonna love you no matter
regardless.
What. And then when you in the house with them,
you can have.
But trust
nothing.
Me, I feel like I'm cool. So I mean, I don't,
I mean, of course we cool, man.
Nah, I feel like I'm cool. My son friends think I'm cool, so I'm blessed.
Oh, my son kids think I'm mean as hell, and I'm all right with it. Because if they ever come to my house, they don't have to fuck nothing.
You on that James Evans shit?
They don't have to fuck nothing up. Beat that ass. I'm gonna whoop that ass. I'm gonna whoop that ass. Hey.
Good times every time you need a baby. Good
look at me
times.
and look at me well. I love kids. I think I got another one on the way.
Juice. Oh shit! This boy earned out.
What I'm telling y'all is, You let your badass kid come to my house. He ain't gonna be bad no more. She ain't gonna be bad no more.
Hey, yeah, this nigga mean the motherfucker.
Say, man,
but Stern, James Evans.
We are here
2022
to create a new foundation for our black youth. All that lackluster BS bullshit we was doing, all this teaching our kids that you a player, lose your virginity as soon as possible, smash and dash. Say, man, that shit ain't manly. It ain't cool. It ain't respectful. You cowards. You niggas who never had women, who never had game, and you trying to post some shit on your kids that you wish you had. You're lame. Just accept it.
Okay.
You lame with women. It's okay. But be a good dad. Be the influence.
There you go.
Be the model.
I'm saying my boy.
Be the definition.
Savage on it. You know?
Be the bar. Don't be at the bar. Be the bar. Real talk. I mean, damn. Like, let's teach our kids what it means to be men.
Yes,
let's show our daughters what husbands are. Let's show our sons what it means to be a husband. Not somebody that's just smashing and dashing. With that being said, we're going to slide on into this next break and we'll be right back.
Slide on through.
Slip.
Yes.
All right, thank y'all for coming back
sir.
to the Black Dad podcast. So, I was just Miss T just got on me, right?
Oh man, she put them flames
So,
on boy too. On boy.
I need to backtrack a few moments and say, so Miss T got on me because she said
Miss T ain't playing with
I
him.
created the vision. Here it is. I'm saying we should support each other, and here it is. The first thing come out of my mouth, I was supporting Trump and not Obama. And
Continue.
she and I definitely
He got put on the spot.
I got checked hard, and she was like really mad, talking about she pulled up
He got
everything
Nike checked.
Trump did. I mean Obama did for the black community. Like I
Big
thought she was
Nike
gonna whoop
check.
my ass on. I thought she would whoop my ass on break.
Baby.
But so let me say this.
You laugh, you can
I have nothing
go
against.
now.
Shut up. I have nothing
Baby.
against Obama. I think Obama should have done more. I mean,
You really think they're gonna let the first African American president do all that for us?
as long as we use that title, I'm okay with it. Let's stop calling him.
He's black.
He's
Okay,
an African
I like to say
American.
black. I like to say black because my people are like Creole, so we're gonna
So,
go with.
Oh,
Beyond
now
100,
I want
1
to.
million with
Hold on. I want to touch on this real talk. Obama made a lot of great speeches. He said some stuff that was very impactful. He gave niggas hope. So does Dope. What else did he do? Am I taking anything from him? I think he's a powerful father.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
To
You
see,
can't knock
to
him for
see
being-
his love as a husband, like
yes.
for him to
And
be,
he love Michelle.
man. I was finna catch. I had to say he's
The
one
floaters.
of the first LGBT
She's still my
presidents.
floaters.
Because you know they say Michelle and me.
Oh no, bro. Oh, no.
But anyway, so
Yes.
all I'm saying is I think Obama was great for the reason why they put him in the spotlight. He did great. But for creating policies to advocate change in the black community, he didn't do any. We can say he was the first black president. We can say what he wasn't able to do. We can say, but we can look at facts at what he did do, and we can look at the executive orders he did sign and he did implement, and none of them were for the black community.
Can I say
none
it again?
of them.
At least Trump freed Kodak Black. Can we emphasize
Hold on, it was
that?
somebody else. Now we talking about Kodak. Lil Wayne too. He pardoned Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And
So you know,
we're talking about Kodak.
But
Stay out of jail, Kodak. We love you, bro.
But my whole thing is, for the image of what they want. To me, Obama was just like Bill Cosby. He was the
What,
hope.
he's selling hope? What you talking
He's the hope they gave us.
Okay.
They've been selling us hope for so long,
Say,
man.
you can-
When is it gonna pay off?
I say Bill did some of that. He didn't do all of it though, bro. But you will go to jail for some of that. He did go to jail for that.
I mean,
He did some of that work, but he didn't do all that work.
when has Hope cashed a nigga check? When has Hope turned the nigga lights on?
Well,
When has Hope kept niggas out of jail?
You might be right about that, but
I'm just asking.
But can a brother hope?
When has Hope? Okay, so what did he do? Like, look at Chicago when he was the
Senator. He was
not even the senator. I'm talking about when he was an elderman in the community. Look at Chicago, man. Look at it now. Come on, what has changed?
That's why niggas move here from Chicago. I got plenty of homeboys. I can get online with him right
GD.
now. That's why
I got a lot of GD. Come on, man. I know a lot of GD. Come on, the
Yeah, I
BDD.
think,
I know a lot of.
Vice
Come on, I know a
Lord and
lot
all
of
that,
them, man.
And
My question
Chicago
is
not a good place just to live.
Chicago
though.
was a great place for black folks. Chicago was a great place for
when
black
Mississippi
folks.
migrated. Do some Mississippi.
And what happened?
People from Mississippi.
What happened?
Mississippi
It
migrated
turned
to
it.
Chicago.
We let the
First off,
we
it's
let the
too damn cold to be living
Democrats.
out there. I
We
love
let
the
the
Bulls, though.
Democrats take over.
That's my
They
other
took
team.
look at
Man, the
and,
Bulls.
man. Look at the Democratic states, man. Look at
They is
Chicago.
Democratic.
Look at Detroit.
No, but And that's why I tell people. That's why I'm
also,
bipartisan. I like Texas being Republican.
Look at Mississippi. You know, look at Tennessee.
I like Mississippi.
So I'm not taking nothing from. I'm not saying the Republican Party. I'm not saying the Republican Party is the party we need to be completely for. What I'm saying is the Republican Party was started by 13 black men. If we gonna fight for anything, we need to fight for the party that we started.
Okay, I understand what you're talking about. Go ahead.
He free Kodak Black.
Free. I'm glad my boy Kodak Black is free. Shout out to Kodak Black.
With that being said,
okay.
Now, with Kamala Harris, the reason why I was touching on her is because she has incarcerated, wrongfully prosecuted she did. So many black people.
I will say about that, she had to be a judge. And I hate to say it, she had to be a judge.
Oh, she was a prosecutor.
My bad. Prosecutor. She had to prosecute against people, right? I mean, she had to do what she had to do.
But she made her career wrongfully.
She got to get
She made a career wrongfully prosecuting black folks.
Hey, man, 1-2 dudes, okay.
200,000.
One out of 200,000. Yes.
No, 200,000.
200,000.
Bro, she wrongfully. What?
Come on, bro.
So it wasn't just the wrongfully prosecution.
So everybody know for now
it wasn't just the wrongfully prosecution. It was the fact that she did several. She enacted the third strike law. That was her policy
she was in Cali
that she enacted as the.
Exactly.
Oh, we got a call.
Yes, please.
Thank you for calling the Black Dad Podcast. This is Jules. What's your name? Where you from?
Funky Town.
What's up, Funky Town?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, by way of Chicago, by way of Africa.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
What you got to say? Talk to us.
Well, I'm listening to the podcast, and I just wanted to reach in on it and see what y'all was talking about. We talk about dads. I was going to make the comment that oftentimes we hear people talking about dads and all that, but the thing that I think we fail to do is to show our children what a true man is.
Yes, sir. True. Yes, sir.
We'll say, be a man, but we don't tell them what a man is.
Yeah,
and that is true.
Facts.
You all to do is to have a definition of man, so that we all be on the same page.
Ain't that what I told you we was gonna?
That's what he want to do. I'm just, what I'm saying, this is. Go ahead, boss.
I'm glad you did that, man, because that makes a lot of sense. And to me, that's what I want to do with this podcast. Is I want to redefine the definition of what black dads are.
Yeah.
Because
there's anything I can do to help, man. I wrote a book called "What My Daddy Should Have Told Me: Life Lessons for the African American Male." You can get it anywhere.
Okay.
And it had to do that for me because I didn't know what a man was. I tell the kids right now, I had a baby from a girl that I ain't even like. I love her now, but I ain't even like her trying to be a man.
Right.
I didn't know what a man was.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right? But once I found the definition of man, I raised my sons and somebody else.
And that was
that one, man. That make you a real. That make you even realer right there.
And that's what it's about, man. It's about, for me, I always say I would rather beat a bar than meet somebody else's. I teach my son that same thing, man. No matter how somebody define you, make sure the definition is truly yours. Because that's the only way you own what the title that you're given. And for me, I fought many years for custody to get my son, man.
Yeah, he did. He did that.
It was one of those things that it was hard, and to the detriment of I almost went through depression. At times I had no hope, but every time I looked at my son's face, I found pride. I found peace. I found help.
There you go. So,
okay.
For me, it was a little bit different. I didn't have my sons because I didn't know what that meant. But then after I read this book called Vision for the Black Man by Dr. Naeem Akbar.
That's a good book.
In this book, he says, boys play house, men get married.
And you know what? I'm glad you...
Men are not perfect. We need to be proficient.
I'm glad you...
So I felt that I wasn't man enough to be the father of my children. But after I read that, man, that changed my life. I had the mothers of my two children, two different women, to send me my sons. And I've been raising them now. I mean, they grown now, but that's what I did. I only raised them. I raised 3 other boys because I knew that the number one influence on young people are young people. So if you love your son, help raise his friends.
That's it. That's it, man.
Yes, sir.
We need more fathers out there like you, man. I want to say thank you.
Yeah.
For just
I salute you
for being a beacon,
personally,
Mr. Clark. Like, and I see you have a show as well, Talking Drums, on the first and third Fridays at 5 from 5 to 6.
Yeah.
I wanna, whenever you get a chance, man, maybe we can
probably
get you
need to
to
chop
come
it
on
up
to the show.
Yes, sir. Or you
We
need
need
it.
to, and so I don't know if he told you, I also run the My Brother's Keeper program here in Fort Worth, the initiative by Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
I've been in the White House.
Yes, sir.
We have what you call a model program of the My Brother's Keeper initiative.
Let me ask you, man.
Oh shoot.
What policies or executive orders did he put in place for to create a positive environment for black folks?
Well, I don't know which policy was put in place to make a policy for black folks. I would be lying. I don't know that specifically, and not saying that he didn't. But I do know what he's did with that My Brother's Keeper initiative.
So can you tell us more about it?
When you get to the White House, they will show you that 50% of men of color drop out of high school.
Yeah.
I was one of them.
65% drop out of college after 2 years.
Yeah.
But 78% graduated, they join a fraternity or play a sport. So I said to Barack Obama down there, I said, oh, okay, well, I have to be a member of a fraternity. I said, well, then we missing the boat. What we need to do is start fraternities in middle school and high school. So I left, and I came out, started fraternities in middle school and high school. So what I do is I hire college graduates to mentor the high school students. I hire undergraduates to mentor the middle school students. And I had the high school students read to the elementary school students. And we paid the college students $30 an hour.
Wow, that's great, man.
$30 an hour to come in there and teach. And they like, well, that money is used to help them do college. So they're only working 4-5 hours a week, but you give me $150 a week, I'm rich in college.
Now, is this an initiative that you started, or was it something that Obama started and you joined?
So let me show you. So he put the initiative out of MBK programs. He thought that boys should have mentors. So he's done it all over the country. So everybody got mentoring programs, and all the programs are different. No two are the same. Okay. So he pulled it out, and he's having business people, finance companies. Like my program is funded by Magic Johnson. He funds all my middle schools.
Well,
right? Every last one of them.
Magic Johnson
right
has.
I'm in 16 middle schools and 16 high schools.
Okay.
Now let's give a shout out to Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Mr. Magic Johnson was Sodexo Magic. Mr. Magic Johnson. You know, the kids don't call him Magic because they don't know Magic. They know Mr. Johnson.
Now the reason why I want to say that is because as a black father and as a black entrepreneur, Magic Johnson has always been a valuable product for Dallas. I remember when he brought the first Wachovia Bank.
Really?
The first, I want to say it was the Starbucks, and it was the Magic Johnson Center when it was in Oak Cliff. He put all three of those
in my area. What?
Yeah. Now
where's this located?
Now how little old Garland Checker whole baby gonna know about Oak Cliff and he don't?
Say, man.
It was right there on Pope. Wasn't it the one on Pope?
It was on Pope.
Pope.
I'm from Camp Wisdom, so I'm just trying to figure out
about Mr. Johnson. When I went in there and I asked him to come to support MBK, he didn't get the support. Now, when Barack Obama asked, he didn't do it. But when I went in there, he said, well, why should I? I told him past champions don't win current championships.
Yes, sir.
So
man.
Go meet with him. They say, well, Ricky, you got 5 minutes, and then the president of the Black Chamber of Commerce had 5 minutes. The president said, I'm going to give my 5 minutes to Ricky. I said, I don't need 5 minutes. All I need is 3. And I told him past champions can't win current championships. We need some new champions. He said, now repeat that again. I said, past champions can't win current championships. As bad as you are, you can't do that with LeBron James right now.
And nothing.
He said, man, I like you. I tell you what, let me check my schedule and see what I can do. By the time I made it to the airport, he called my phone and told me he'll be there, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Well, man, I want to put Black Dad Podcast on the table. Anytime you need us, call.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about any. I'm talking about for any engagement. I'm an entrepreneur myself.
Yeah,
I work for myself.
He did that.
I am no longer employed through corporate America at all. So I can do any engagement at any given time. And I had custody of my son who I homeschool. and I could actually bring him with me so he could actually help with some of the other students that you feel that he would be able to make a good impact on.
How old is your son?
He's 14.
Yeah, he about to be 14.
Do me a favor.
Just turned
Go
14.
and don't just Google me.
No, I am.
Hang up the phone, Google Ricky and see what I do, and then let's make it happen. That's all you got to do.
I promise you.
I would love to do that. Not love to, and I like being around like-minded people. What I tell folks is this: you got to love the people that lead people.
You got to. And the one thing,
but you can't love them if you don't know nothing about them. So I keep massive doses of African history. So just check it out, man. I would love to work with you. Not a problem.
I would definitely do that, Mr. Rick, and I want to say thank you one more time for coming. I know you've been to Africa over 12 times, right?
Yeah, tell Mr. Willis. Thank you for hooking me up. I got you.
Yes, sir. You've been to Africa over 12 times, right?
No. Amon been to Africa. I haven't been to Africa.
Oh, Amon.
Okay.
Okay.
Amon that works with me been to Africa, not me.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna schedule offline, and we're gonna get you in on the show so we can actually do.
Yeah, we can chop it up.
We can do a real rubbing of the elbows.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love that, man. Let's make it happen. Tell
Yes, sir.
Don, I said thanks.
Thank you, King. All right, Mr. Ricky, you have a good day.
All right, boss.
All right, bye bye.
Appreciate it.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go into a break, and we'll be back here shortly. Thank y'all for paying attention to Rip Black Dad Podcast.
Thanks.
Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
Well, on the heels of Fringe Quarter Fest moving to the fall, it looks like Jazz Fest will follow suit. Eyewitness News has confirmed that Jazz Fest will be in October. The fest will be the weekends of October 8th through the 10th and October 15th through the 17th. Upbeat Magazine first reported that news, and WWL-TV was able to confirm it. A formal announcement is expected next week. Now, just today, Fringe Quarter Fest made it official. They will move to September 30th through October 3rd.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Narrative Off the Cuff with Ely News and Daryl Blair. It's a new week. It's a new day, and it's a new dawn in my life, and especially in yours. We have a new administration in Washington, and there seems to be some mending along the way. There are a number of pimps out here. Let me explain that to you. Pimps. And that's a non-contact sport. That's a mind-infused sport. Take that to heart. But pimps, P-I-M-P, people into motivating people. That's right. People into motivating people. That's what we need with regards to promoting things for the greater good.
All right, thank y'all for tuning back in to the Black Dad Podcast. Black Dad Podcast. Black Dad Podcast. We back at you.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to talk about this storm that hit Dallas, man. We had this winter. Say, man, I was riding through that motherfucker like Santa on a sleigh.
Because you got an SUV.
You goddamn right. Shit,
I can't do all that.
I drove more in the snow than I drive without it.
That boy think it was winter wonderland.
Boy, look, I was sliding around this motherfucker feeling great, man. Say,
I sliding through this literally sliding through this motherfucker. I stopped. Hey, it's a stop sign right in front of my in front of the street in front of my house, going to another large street. I slid right through there, and I could have hit somebody. So I did not enjoy this one bit, player. Please believe it.
He used to have a truck.
Yeah, I would have slid through. I would probably slid through the other side on that old school truck too.
Take the rims off and get you some 4x4 action, pimp. So we gonna cover this, right? As Black Dads, we gotta be prepared, right?
Oh Lord,
right? We gotta be prepared.
Prepared for
now, now it's a difference when you just want to stunt, right? Now, this guy used to have all kind of cars you can name. This guy right here.
With rims. I still do.
With rims. Big.
Both of them.
Now. And they all pretty. Look great.
But when it comes to stuff like that, like snow,
ain't none of them performance cars.
No,
not one.
One of them is, and I turned into a.
You know what?
I did too much to it.
Okay.
I put too much. And again, I slid through in that car too.
You know, hey man, you might have wanted. Did you want to slide?
No,
you wasn't properly prepared.
But all you cats in these big trucks and SUVs, y'all like, oh, I got no problem. I
None. Man, say
I need to go every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
I went out the way just to go out the way.
You know, it's 10 minutes to my job, and it took me 20 minutes to get there. So I did not enjoy it one bit.
When I tell y'all, I drove, and he'll tell you, I don't get out the house. Every time he talked to me, I'm out. I'm doing something. I ain't had shit to do. I was just out. I felt real talk. I felt like a kid in a candy store and all this snow.
I bet you did.
I'm talking about. I was on 45, right? I'm passing cars.
I bet.
Look, hey, as soon as I get by them, they slow down and hit their brakes, so I won't slide their ass off road. Well, you better get you some better tires and get you some 4x4 action, or get off this road. This is big Texas. This is big road driving. But I will say this now. There were a lot of negative things that did happen within this. And to all those people who were affected with lights out, to those people who passed away, you know,
R.I.P.
You know, R.I.P. to y'all. Again, this was as light as I'm making the situation.
So
it was very horrific for a lot of people.
I'm about to say, you heard about that wreck on 35? On 35 West.
Didn't they say,
that's funky. That's funky.
Yeah, didn't they say like 100 people? 100
you
car
seen the
pile up,
film?
and like 50 was it
100? What are you talking about, hundo?
Yeah, so yeah, I seen it, but for me,
crazy.
Like I said, I just want to say, you know, I hope everybody's at a place now. Like I ain't gonna lie, the only thing we went without was we didn't have water for about 4 or 5 days.
Well, you can call FEMA on that.
What was they gonna? Oh, hold on.
So that's why some Texas residents are ending up with $5,000 electric bills after the winter storm.
I would say
it's best to call FEMA and let them handle that.
I will also say this, man. We have to start taking advantages of. Man, say my electric bill was $124.
Yeah, mine was somewhere around there. No, I had my kids there. So.
And it's crazy because I have a contract with my electric company, man, and you know I have to pay more certain times of the year, but I'm all right with that because during the times of the year like this, man, I had power, I had no problems, we had internet. We have to start properly planning for these type of situations. I get that, so, you know, when these situations happen.
Can I throw something in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 3 power grids in the whole country: Western, Eastern, and the Eastern cover certain parts of Canada, and then Texas. Texas, like, we got our own power grid, and we gonna do whatever we want. Just being greedy. Don't get me wrong, it's a good and a bad thing. Good thing is everything shut down the whole country. We're the only ones going to be having the light. But this shows the negative side of it. I mean, we almost had to ask them for, hey, man, just go ahead and hook me up with a little power. Like some Wimpy type. You know Wimpy from Popeye? I gladly pay you next Tuesday type
for a
shit.
hamburger today.
Yeah. I gladly pay you next Tuesday. Well, yeah, you had that. Down there asked the Western Hemisphere, hey, just give me a little light until next Tuesday.
But see, what we don't realize, though we have one grid, we have different companies that are proportioned on that grid.
But it's different. It's different sources.
Hold on. Depending on what company you were with, like if you were with the green light, the Green Energy, they got this new company called Green Energy, and it's a turbine company. And what they do is they have these fields of turbines, and they allow all their electricity for their customers to come from those turbines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that gets shut off, it's going to get shut off.
Right.
But if reliant, or like my company, Ambient, we was on that same grid. Ours didn't go off.
Okay.
So a lot of that is based on the company. Like, we got to research what we doing, man. Like, we got to research who we invest in our money in, man. Like,
so I mean, it's nothing really we can do off Texas having their own power grid, though.
Well, yes, it is.
I mean, they said from what I heard, the report is like, okay, we was close to having a pure blackout, so we need to. I think it pretty much helped them in the future. Like, what we need to do in the future for the shit to not happen.
My mama right here, you know what my mama has.
Yeah. Well, she's staying in California.
Everybody around my mama lost power, but my mama.
Dang.
My mama.
They had a.
My mama with the same company I'm with.
Oh, I thought she had a generator.
No, she ain't got no. You know, my mama ain't been getting no shit like that.
Shit, I had somebody tell me work. I had to call me $1,000
But no,
generator.
And the whole point is, they were picking who to roll. Okay, so
I'm next to a hospital, so I didn't lose power.
The biggest thing we need to understand is with these rollouts and these, so people, COVID it was going rampant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you got after COVID goes rampant, now we got the governor. COVID goes rampant. We start having more deaths, right? Then a week later, we get a winter storm, and a week later, the governor tell us we ain't got to wear masks no more.
Yeah, I don't
Do
like
you
that
not
100%.
see the death trap in that?
That's why we all said we're gonna wear masks. So even at my job, I work in the hospital.
Every black person I know wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm. So on the most dangerous part of the night, on that Sunday, the 14th of Valentine's Day, code set in. Grid operators were 4 minutes and 37 seconds away from a large-scale grid trip, which would have led to automatic shutdowns of certain circuits. Damn.
Man.
So that's what I'm saying. It was very close. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, you almost lights out for 2 months or some shit like that, man. Come on, man. No, we would have been living in like...
And the crazy part throughout all this, one thing I hope, if you was on my Facebook page, one thing I hope y'all were able to get from me was some type of joy, some type of positive mindset, man. The worst thing we can do when we are in these type of moments is harper on the negativity. In these type of moments, we need to harness as much positive energy as we can. It's the only way we can get ourselves out of the funk. It's the only way we can make sure that our immune system isn't under complete attack. Your positive energy has more to do with your immune system than you taking vitamin C, B, A, and D. Because the energy you let in is going to be the energy that comes out. So if ain't nothing positive coming in, ain't nothing positive going to come out at all. But again, what I liked about the winter storm, again.
Oh, shit, I ain't like nothing, Lord.
Nobody was on the road.
Oh, man, there you go. He going back to this now.
I was driving in peace. I drove like for an hour and a half in the snow, in peace, riding around, smoking blunts. Now, I know I shouldn't say that online.
Ecstatic about that,
pretty sure I should not say that. But it was peaceful, man. Like, in the most moments we have chaos, you have to find some type of peace. You know, in the culinary industry, you know, organized chaos.
Oh, hell yeah.
We have to harness peace in the most chaotic moments. A kitchen is considered a chaotic orchestra. And it's because we have so many different components going on, and it's just all going on at the same time.
Right.
But it all makes sense, man. It all plays out in the way it should. We have to understand, apply that to your life, man. Apply positivity as many places as you can and watch the outcome.
And I 1,000% believe and will agree with what you got to saying.
Man, I want to touch bases on something as far as you know, it was a big debate on social media between with Russell Wilson.
What, talking about him and Sierra? What are you talking about?
He made the statement that the worst loss in his life would be losing his wife.
Okay, and I think that's wonderful. Sure.
And it's a lot of men out there who were knocking him.
You know what? They knocking him and Sierra the whole time. They were mad at Sierra for okay, you were messing with Future, and Future was the bad boy, right? And then Russell was the good guy. I'm like, okay, can that woman learn from her mistakes and move on? You know what I'm talking about? I'm a big fan of Russell. I hope you go Dallas Cowboys if you get that trade. But I feel like everybody been hawking on their relationship the whole time they've been together. I don't like that, man. You know what?
One thing I like about Russell, man, is we need to have more fathers. I'm sorry. We need to have more men willing to be fathers to kids that ain't theirs.
Exactly.
Russell Wilson loved this little boy so much. He paid 25, whatever the $1 million range was, to get custody of Future's son for Future to sign over his rights.
Oh, he really did that? Now, I just, like I said, I'm a Russell Wilson fan. I didn't know he did that. That's the most respectful thing you can do. Like, he knew he could provide for this man's child in a way that would have been in a positive way. And so he did it. And then he didn't just do it. He put his money on it, man. Most of y'all cats, put some respect on his name.
Most of y'all cats can't put child support on your own kid. This man went and paid $25 million to be daddy to another man kid, so his wife won't have to have a headache with the baby daddy. Most of you niggas are the sorry headache baby daddy, and y'all mad because your old lady done got a Russell Wilson and she don't want y'all tired ass.
Tabernacle.
I'm just talking about church, preach, step on it. We need to wake up as men. Like, all you guys out there, right? Y'all think it's gangster that you know, Future is knocking down these women, having all these kids. Y'all think it's gangster or it's cool or it's player that, you know, all these kids don't even have a consistent relationship with their father, because it's impossible for one man with 11 baby mamas, with 11 kids to create a cohesive, consistent, positive bond where them kids will thrive, grow, and be productive in a manner where they will be profitable for the community.
One boy got them big words like T.I. Church.
What's going on, man? This what we teaching our kids. This what we teaching is what's a man. We teaching men that being derogative towards women is manly. This is what y'all want me to get? And I'm gonna knock Russell Wilson, who's married the woman that he loved, and then just married her, waited for her.
Exactly.
And he the lame? He's
That's
the
Twitter,
most
man.
disciplined.
Twitter crazy, man.
He's the most disciplined man we could ask to be in our kids' lives. If you would rather your son be like Future, you the punk ass problem. You the punk ass problem. And we need to take your ass out there and we need to beat you a couple times with a wet noodle or something till you grasp that this shit is the detriment of our community.
Just like
what
that.
we feeding our kids, what we feeding our boys, man, it has to be more than Wheaties, meaning it has to be more than the brand that's on the box. If Future is what y'all want to be, man, that's fine.
That's not a good goal, though.
No, it's fine.
If
that's what you want to be. But then,
the money, they say the money aspect, okay.
But hold on, don't knock the man who want to be Russell Wilson. Hold on. Don't knock the man who want to be Russell Wilson just because you want to be Future.
Gotcha.
That's what we got to stop. You want to be Future. You want to be the bad boy. You want to smash and dash. You want to get the ass and pass. Cool. But stop hating on the black man who's being the black man.
Gotcha.
Let's stop hating on the black man who taking care of your kids. Like, we taking care of your kids. Like, your kid called me daddy. That's what you want? You all right with your kid calling me daddy? Y'all sick, man. I can't, say, as much as I love my son's mother, I loved her more than I loved any woman in my life. Ain't no way in this world. Look at that boy. That boy look just like Russell Wilson now. Look at him. You can't tell it ain't Russell Wilson's son.
Well, now it is. Look
at the hair.
No, that's Future. That's Future. That's her son with Future. Yeah, look, he looking like, no. That's they got another kid now. I think
the one right there, the little girl.
Nah, the little girl,
they
that's
just had a
theirs.
baby too. They got 3.
And then they got another one named Win.
Yeah, they got 3.
His name was Win.
All he do is win, no matter what. Say, man, what is your definition of a black man? What is your definition of a black father?
Exactly.
I kind of want to throw that out there, and I want y'all to think about this, man. And next Saturday on the 27th?
No, it ain't that far. It's 20th or something.
The next show.
Next Saturday? Okay.
Our next show is the 3rd Saturday of this month. I need y'all to come back and let's have a new definition, or let's come up with some new definitions for what it means to be a black dad. Give y'all a little homework, cause we have. There it is. There go the baby Win right there.
Win. Yep.
Man, you
I
can't
think it's
tell.
spelled different.
Probably
WYNN.
WEN.
No, I think it's WYN or something.
But we can't knock this man for doing this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, say I wish black kids, because I'm just gonna say little boys.
Mm-hmm.
I wish black kids had more positive influences in their life consistently, like every day. Men, we have women.
Right.
Women have.
Oh,
we got another call.
Oh, come on, bro.
Anyway, so we have enough black women who have defined what it means to be a black man. How about we black men start doing it? Because I'm tired of mothers being celebrated for Father's Day. Real talk.
Hey, my mama say real talk. My mama told me that as a teenager, I am your mama and your dad. I'm like, damn. And I ain't think about it. I'm like 15.
Yeah,
I'm like 15. I didn't even feel what you talking about. You feel that shit like 20 years later. You're like, damn, she's right. Even though I love my old man, don't get me wrong, but yeah, my mama was there.
You know one thing, I take pride in my mama. My mama played her mother role. My mama never told me she was my dad. My mama never told me that. My mama never tried to play the father figure role, ever. Because when women put themselves in our role as fathers, now we fucking the kid head up even more, because he's looking at a masculine role in a emasculate person.
Yeah.
And then we wonder why our boys are calling Russell Wilson a whole ass nigga. Who raised him?
Exactly.
Think about it like this, man. If you have these dudes that don't like Russell Wilson, to me they sound like bitter baby mamas. Think about it. Russell, okay, so what if your daddy was like Future, right?
Okay.
And he left you in the cut, right?
Okay. No, I'm listening.
And then your mama, right? Your mama.
My tea lady, okay.
She sits there and, she's had all these Futures in her life. And say you thought your daddy was Future, but say what if you found out your daddy was really Russell Wilson? It was your mama that was.
You know what? I'll be happy as hell.
So watch this though. But your mama has been gearing in your head that your daddy was this bad person, like Future, right?
I don't think she actually
not
throw negative thoughts in his head though. I don't think she does that though. I don't think Sierra did that.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying her.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the men who don't like Russell Wilson are not disliking him from a bitter baby mama's position.
Right.
Because if they daddy was Russell Wilson, you think they'd hate him so much? Who do you think they daddy was more like?
Yeah, everybody want to be like Russ.
But being for real, who do you think like? And then if they daddy was like Russell Wilson, say they daddy was Russell Wilson.
They want that.
And hold on, say they daddy was Russell Wilson,
okay.
right? And they mama got him at the point of where they got him.
We're
gonna take this call.
We got a call.
Thank you for calling the Black Dad Podcast. This is Jewel. Who am I speaking with? And where you from?
What's going on, Jewel? This is the No Shirt Comedian, man. Congratulations on your podcast show.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Man, I'm making myself laugh right now, man. I'm making myself laugh. So what about you?
Man, we doing good, man. We just sitting on here talking about, the negative image that's, between Russell Wilson and Future the rapper. And why is it people
I want Future money.
Why
though.
do people more side with Russell
Right now.
Wilson kind of being the negative guy in the sense for being a good guy, which the negative guy, which is the actual negative guy, which is Future, is the one that's being celebrated. In our community, man, what we got to realize is at some point we have to take accountability to the stereotypes that are being played. So either we're going to play into the stereotype or we're going to redefine the stereotype.
Facts.
Right, man. I think that we got to redefine them and just do the right thing, man. And God got our back, Just be the dad that and the man that you're supposed to be. It starts with self. Starts with ourselves. So if we do what we're supposed to do and the next man do what he's supposed to do, and then it'll destroy those stereotypes.
And that's what it takes, man. It takes self-love. And that's something that we have to learn. A lot of people, they're not taught how to love, because they don't have another man in their life that tell them they love them enough. One thing, Matt or any other man that's in my life will tell you, before we get off the phone, what I say? I love you.
Oh, always.
And
Look, I'm trying to think of what
it used to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm just, we hood dudes. I'm like, yeah, okay. He's like, all right, I love you, bro. Peace. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, okay, all right, bro. All right, I see you.
and it's crazy because if I would have said something like, all right, hoe ass nigga, I holler at you. All right, bro, I holler at you.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk in the negative connotation
and
a positive outlook, we can accept that. But when I give you love, it's not accepted in a positive way because of how we've been teaching each other as men.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it start like I had to love me before I could tell this man to my right I love him. And I hated myself for a long time. Therefore, everything I touched, every person I interacted with, anybody that came into my life, it was hate involved. And it was hate involved because it was first hate for myself. So you are right, man. We have to find love for ourselves before we can find anything for anybody beyond ourselves. Because when we look...
And you know something else that a lot of people forget now? Do you know what a dad, do you know what a father is? All a dad and a father is, man, is an individual person and a child, right? Because we were not born fathers.
Right.
We were born babies from our mothers, and we grew into a human being, a little boy, into a son, into a man, but you weren't born a father. So that's something that you have to learn along the way. So depending on how you were raised and how your character was built, then you have a good chance of being a successful father.
Yeah.
So a lot of women, they talk about, they talk bad about the dad or the father, but hold up. Those are individual people who were not born fathers. No woman was born a mother.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is something that we have to learn along the way. And so depending on how you were raised, it has a big effect on who you are today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's definitely true. And a lot of people, they get it confused because they look at, their experiences of what a father is. So they try to hold you to that bar. And that's why, again, it starts with who we are as self.
Yes.
And I'm a big preacher of, man, I love me. A lot of people, as we go through this show, man, you'll always hear me say I'm perfect. I just don't think I'm perfect. I think you perfect, and I think anybody that comes around us are perfect. What I think the problem is we lose focus on what being perfect means. Being perfect didn't mean you wasn't going to make mistakes. Being perfect didn't mean, your creator created you. Your creator created you to be exactly who, to do, and to know what exactly you know at this exact same time and moment. So how can you use a negative connotation like saying you ain't perfect when your creator knew what you was going to do at this exact moment? So everything you doing has already been calculated. So how are you not perfect in everything you do?
That's right. And everybody's different. Everybody got a different seed. You might be an orange, I might be an apple, somebody else might be a grape, but you're the perfect grape, orange, and apple. You see what I'm saying? So everybody try to go by somebody else. The hardest thing in this world to do, man, is to be yourself.
And then
everybody want to wear somebody else's name on their shirt. But you just got to be you, because you're the most perfect you that nobody else could be.
And now you take all them fruits and put them in a cup, and you got a perfect fruit cup.
You got a perfect fruit, because every fruit is necessary.
Every
people don't realize that.
And that's what we got to realize. Hey, man, just be the fruit you're supposed to be. And just when it's time to match up, just make sure you match up.
That's right, because somebody got to be the trash man. Somebody got to take care of the dead body. Somebody got to be the doctor, the nurse, the police officer, the firefighter. Everybody got a different role. And if you look at a tire, you got 4 nuts on a tire, right? Every nut is necessary.
It's just like in fatherhood, man. You know, my strong suit with my son is discipline. I got another homeboy who helps me out and holds me accountable. His biggest strong suit was being an active dad. And the reason why, I love being around him is because, I'm the kind of dad, I'm not necessarily going to be all active. But when I get around him, he brings a little bit out of me that makes me a better dad in the areas that I'm not, man. Instead of always looking at, why we separated as dads, let's highlight that moment to make it why we're stronger as people together.
Right. People always look at the negative side. But check this out. Every day that God gives you life, right? Instead of looking at the negative side, can't a person say, hello, how you doing? Because you living?
Yeah.
Don't worry about the scar I got on my foot or my leg or my hand. I'm living. And so let me be thankful for being able to be living today. That's the positive side. Every day I get up, I say good morning. Some people are like, what's good about it? Well, you living? You're able to respond to me. You're not in a coma.
It's just like this winter storm we went through, man. Like, a lot of people couldn't find a reason to hold their heads high, man. One thing, when you interact with me or when you see me post a live or you see me post something on Facebook, if you notice, it's always something I'm trying to either uplift or I'm trying to shake people out of their funk. And the reason why I do that is because I may be in a funk and may need to get myself out of it. So,
that's right.
And it's up to me to help get myself out of it. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for giving us a call in.
Congratulations, man, and keep doing what you're doing, man. That's what, to God be the glory.
Appreciate it.
You have a good night.
Peace to the gods.
Okay, man.
All right, bye-bye. That's second call on the Black Dad podcast, man.
I feel good.
Say, man, we making an impact, man.
Call. You feel me? You smell me?
Say, man, you never know how many people you touching, without putting your hands on them, man. And I think that's the biggest thing. We have to make sure that, we the beacon.
Exactly.
Be the lighthouse, man.
Beacon of hope, yep.
Yeah, be the lighthouse, man. Be something that's going to enact change in somebody. You may not be, you may not change, but you can be the change in somebody else, man. I think that's a great, and like he said, man, we have to start loving ourselves first, because until we can do that, man, we can't find nothing for nobody else, man. We call, I call you God, man, and sometimes, it used to bother you a little bit. Yeah. And I want to tell people the reason why, I call people God or goddess is because I believe in you.
It's a little piece of God in everybody.
I believe in you.
And I think that's beautiful too.
Well, but I believe in you. Like, God is something that you believe in.
Absolutely. I'm thinking positively. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying it's something we believe in, man. Yeah. So I call you God because I truly believe in you.
I mean, 5%, I like that old school East Coast hip hop. So, like Wu-Tang say that shit all the time. That's why I said peace to the guys, yo.
Yo, peace to God, man. Yeah, peace to God.
Yeah.
But
let's say,
what you got next?
Can I go on the music?
Come on. Let's go to music.
I'm glad Bobby Smurda free too.
Bobby Smurda is free.
That hat is somewhere in Mars.
Hey, that hat came down when they let him out.
Say, that hat is somewhere in Mars, bro.
Hey, man, like,
I hope he do right, though.
let's take a moment to celebrate not what got him locked up, but the fact that Bobby Shmurda stood on his principles.
Hell yeah. Can I tell you a little real shit behind her? Okay, Roddy, I like them cats. Roddy Rebel supposed to have 12, right?
Right.
And Bobby only supposed to have like 4 or 5. He said, "No, I want to get out the same day as my man's. What can we do?" And the prosecutor like, we'll work on something. He come back like, "Oh, you got to do 7 or something like that."
You do 7, he doing 6.
Yeah, he doing 7. Nah, they said 7 at the same time. So you see what janky shit they did? They let Roddy Rebel out in December and let Bobby out last week. Yeah, bro, that's dirty, bro.
Well,
but he out though. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
when you again, he stood on his principles.
Yeah. Unlike 6ix9ine, even though I'm alright with his music.
How does
but him being
whoa. How does 6ix9ine not stand on his principles?
Well, one thing,
not the street code.
That's all I was saying. The street code. That's all I said. Now, if he would have never entertained or been around them type of people he was around, then okay, cool. It would have never happened. But him rolling around, think he a gangster. That's what life you live, being a gangster, being active, being in that life.
Right.
That's what you get.
Now let me ask you something, right?
If he would have never, I'm just a regular dude, I just like to make music. Okay, you would have lived, you wouldn't have had nothing to worry about. You've been prosperous. You've been straight. No, this dude want to be with the gang, want to be out just cause that's what it is. No, bro. I don't like all that ratting shit. So
okay,
he a rat.
So he a rat, right?
Right.
Ain't that sticking to the street code?
No.
Why not?
No, man, that's just being a rat.
What rat ain't what nigga from the street code ain't snitching? I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't got no.
Look it out now. Let's talk about these. I'm an East Coast nigga too, right?
I'm just saying that. That's just a principle of being a nigga.
Hold on.
You don't.
Wasn't Frank Nitty a snitch? One of the biggest gangsters.
No,
hold on.
Okay.
You said he's this principle.
All I said is
this
everybody
code
don't like his music.
This
people
code,
don't like him. I got nothing against him.
Right.
I think some
I
of
love his music.
fire.
I still listen to it.
I like some. Even
I listen to Gummo right now. I listen to Gummo in the car right now, getting crunk ready for the show.
But he got a new one called. It was like
Zaza.
No, my bad. He had when he first got out of jail. It was called Gooba.
Oh yeah.
That shit fire though.
And did you hear the bars though?
That shit fire though.
But hold on, and this is what I'm saying though. What code didn't he stick to?
All I'm saying is, bro, when you live that life and you think you're a big fucking gangster, you know at the end of the day, shit will happen. Shit go wrong like that. And then when you do your crime, you gotta do your fucking time.
Okay. So
my nigga Bobby Shmurda, he knew he was in that shit. That's his hood. That's his gang. He did the crime, and that dude did the time. He did more time. Let's be honest.
Was 6ix9ine a gangster before he started rapping?
No. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
There you go.
Right. He wasn't. Who brought him into the music industry?
That dude wanted
Treyway, right?
No. Let's go proud of that.
Treyway signed. Who signed?
He wanted. He was just like what Trick Daddy said about Birdman. He wanted to be a Crip.
Who signed?
He wanted to be a Blood.
Who signed him? We did.
That's good.
We signed him. Treyway.
I would say I'm like I said, I got nothing against that man. I just didn't like.
I know, but what I'm saying is, you're saying he didn't stick to the code. Hold on.
Then I know you don't like. You're not really big on Latino artists. I'm a huge Fat Joe fan.
Okay,
and then Fat Joe was talking to him like
I'm
this.
I'm an SPCM fan. How you gonna say I'm not a Spanish?
You mean SPM?
South Park Mexican?
Yeah, SPM.
That's what I said.
No, you said SPCA or some shit.
Oh, okay. My bad. A South Park Mexican fan. You know what I'm saying? What I'm
shout
trying
out
to
Peso in Texas City. Shout out Black Brick Wolf Pack, and shout out Big Tony in the north side of Houston, because I'm a big fan of them right now.
What I'm trying to say is, he stuck to the script that they gave him. He did not say he wasn't gonna snitch. He wasn't a gangster to start with.
That's all I said. That's all.
He wasn't a gangster.
But why?
But what script do you want him to stick to? You saying he didn't stick to the code?
Bro.
He stuck to the code of a square nigga. He snitched.
So,
prime example.
Snitching is supposed to be accepted now?
Hold on. Who played the problem? Wasn't it a movie called? Wasn't it a movie called American Gangster? That.
Yeah, Frank Lucas. Yeah,
wasn't he? I
love that movie. Yeah, he snitched.
When he's a gangster, right?
He's a gangster. And he snitched.
Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah,
wasn't Alpo a snitch?
Oh yeah, big
gangster though, right?
But nobody don't fuck with him though.
Wasn't Lil Melvin a snitch?
Snitch.
Gangster though, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, the gangster code is snitching.
We're talking. Okay, are we talking about present snitching? And we don't celebrate present snitching. We celebrate you prior to you snitching. Okay, you was the man prior to you snitching.
Meek Mills is a snitch.
Who?
50 Cent is a snitch.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
All these rappers, T.I. snitch.
T.I. snitch. You goddamn right. Thank you. We got to dap on that.
All these rappers out here talking about all the dope they sold. They snitches. They snitching on themselves.
I'm talking about for real. I think
you snitching on
my homeboy is a big T.I. fan. Like, bro, that dude is a snitch.
You can't cut out no.
So we got a question for the world out here. Is the TV show First 48 really about snitching? Huh? Is it? I think it's.
The First 48 is one of those shows.
I think it's a black show.
It was one of those shows.
It's a black show.
They allowed black people to become infamous for telling on each other because we are self-incriminating. And to the point, of, I think the show won an award.
It was a black show though.
First 48 won an award.
Say the great Paul Mooney said, my favorite black show, Cops. And I said in 2020, well, a couple years back, 2014, 2015, 2016, my favorite show was fucking the 48 Hours. So I mean,
48.
Yeah, First 48. So I mean, yeah, this is a black show, and they in the hood. They in the First 48. Been in my hood 3 times. Yeah. I got a homeboy on there. He mad. He cuffed up. He mad the motherfucker. I'll show you a clip on that shit. We'll pin that shit up. I bet my boy, he would like appreciate it.
The whole thing we have to realize in the black community is there is no code. I'm going to say it again. In the black community, there is no code. In this street shit they trying to sell us, there's no code. This gangster shit they trying to sell us, there's no fucking code. You live, you die. That's it. How you live it, it's probably how you're gonna die.
I just want to put myself, I don't want to entertain myself in nothing in the underworld like that in a way and then having to go through all this just to snitch, to be a snitch. Hell no. That's why I don't do nothing now. I just work and go home.
I mean, and then people got mad when Pharrell said he a taxpaying snitch.
Now, Pharrell ain't no gangster. He never entertained being a gangster. So
he said
when you never entertained being a gangster, you can definitely say it.
And then it's crazy because you got these other so-called gangsters
they were mad at him.
Mad at him.
He ain't no gangster. That's the thing. We don't know Pharrell.
Now, let's back up. Whoa. Let's back up because he did come out with some gangster music when he was with the Clips, talking about selling dope.
He was talking about Clips was the home. They were really D-boys.
He was talking, and Clips wasn't even the D-boys. Their bodyguards was. Let's be honest.
No,
and they
cousin from Bronx, and he was really doing it though.
And the whole thing is, man, we have to stop letting people define us and what it means to be men and fathers. I'm not a gangster. Have I been? You can call me a gangster. You can call me a thug.
In the past.
I've had all those titles, man. The only title that I'm proud to put on my chest and I wear like an S on it is dad.
Goddamn father.
Dad. Nothing else made sense, man. Nothing else. It doesn't matter, man. What matters is the legacy I leave on this earth when my physical being is no longer here. And it starts with our kids. What do your kids say about you? What are you getting? What legacy are you leaving? What commitment did you leave on this earth? What did you do consistently to make this earth form, to leave an impact? If you didn't do nothing, keep talking about snitching and all that old cold shit, and then you'll die by that. You'll become dust like paper do, like books do. but your words and your legacy will never live on. Or stand on something and stand for something and watch your legacy live far longer than you ever will. Your last name will carry way beyond anybody else's that said it wouldn't. We have to realize as black dads, it is up to us to gear our kids in the manner where they will grow and be profitable and prosperous for the community. We are the only community of piranhas. And we eat each other up.
Crabs in the barrel. I used to know that back in
Well,
the
we can't say crabs in the bucket
I know.
because the environment that crabs are, their habitat is in a bucket. So we can't say our community is like crabs in a bucket because it's not. We just have a dog eat dog mentality. It's not though, man. It's not. Look in the Asian community. Look in the Mexican community. Look in the Indian community. Look in all these other different communities. The only reason why I won't say look in the white community is because the white community is a complete mirror image of the black community. What you see, the black community, is the exact image of the white community. Think about it. I mean, everything we've learned in what we consider Western civilization or modern time is colonized behavior.
Right.
That's what we know. We know colonized behavior.
Right.
We don't know us. We don't know genuinely who we are. All we know is what we've been colonized to do. And that's all we're going to ever know until we start looking for something outside of who we are as individuals. Man, you know, for the longest time, man, I hated my community. I hated white people. I just hated. And within all that hate I had, it was lived through all my actions. Gang bang, sold dope, robbed people, went to the pen, done all this negative shit. And it took me finding love in myself to actually be able to love somebody outside of myself. That's crazy, bro. It took me finding love in me for me to find love outside of me. And we so afraid as black men of the word love because it means you have to be accountable for it. See, if I hate you, ain't nothing for you to be accountable for. But when somebody love you, you got to stand up and you got to mean something. You got to be accountable for something. People don't want to be perfect because they don't want the accountability to come with it. People don't want to be the embodiment of God because they don't want the accountability that comes with it. People only want to believe in Jesus because there's no accountability on themselves. It's easy for me just to believe Jesus came here and saved me instead of me saving me because I have just as much power, the faith of the mustard seed created in the same image that Jesus was. Why do black men fight and kill each other over turf and land that is owned by white men? Because we don't know it's a colonized mindset.
Yeah, colonized. Yeah.
Because we sitting over here, like, and I'm look at LA. I remember when gang violence grew big in LA, and then remember they came out with banging on wax, banging the Little Rock. Remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Say, man,
that's a cult class right
They took the image of death and polarized it to the magnitude that we celebrated it. And if we really understand the Crips and the Bloods, they didn't fight each other. They didn't come up fighting each other. They came up fighting racist ass police officers that was beating and raping the black women in their communities. That's what they started doing. They started policing their own communities. You know, a lot of people want to say they support Black Lives Matter, and it's, you know, that's fine.
I like the organization.
Why? It's not a
my bad. The movement. I like the movement, not the organization. I'm sorry.
It's who we are. We know we matter.
Mm.
The organization has taken and polarized black men dying.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
Oh, I know.
When is the only time you hear Black Lives Matter marching? You ought to hear Black Lives Matter marching when King Von died. I ain't seen him marching when Mo 3 died. When?
Well, that's when, if police brutality and killings, that's when they.
Okay, now we're gonna say now. Okay,
black on black crime.
Because black on black crime is justified in meaning there's a judgment at the end of the trial.
Right.
And when a white cop kill a black person, there's no final judgment. Okay, cool, I get that. So then why ain't Black Lives Matter protesting abortions? More black women, more black babies are aborted in America than anywhere else.
Damn.
More, okay, do we not, and the part we really don't even grasp is we looking at places like Planned Parenthood, not understanding that this is an organization that was started by Maggie Sanger, who was one of the women who, she said her job is to exterminate all black babies.
What?
And she started Planned Parenthood and eugenics. And what it does is these are places that allow our black women to come and supposedly get help to find an alternative to having a baby. Now, why they don't have these same clinics running through white communities or Asian communities? They can't even, they actually got sued for trying to come into the Asian community with a Planned Parenthood.
For real?
Yeah. Guess what Planned Parenthood did? Got the hell up out of there.
Damn.
But here it is, we in our community, we celebrating Planned Parenthood. Why? Because we have a person like Hillary Clinton, the head Democrat, who's pushing this. She looked up to Maggie Sanger. Now, this is a woman who, when she was running for president, right, she said everything she could under the sun negative towards Obama, right? And then Obama co-signed her.
I didn't know he did that.
Who was his Secretary of State?
Oh, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue, sir.
It was Hillary Clinton.
Oh, okay. I know she was something.
Who you think? The Mungazi? Oh no, not Mungazi. Yeah, the Mungazi. Over in the Middle East. All those military people that got killed in that compound, the Mungazi compound. I know I'm not saying it right, but it was a compound that all these soldiers got killed because she gave up their secret locations, trying to be informal in the media, and got them boys killed. She was the one who put out the hit for my boy. Anyway,
talking about Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, my boy.
What is that, Saddam or
no,
Bin
not
Laden
Saddam.
or
Nope,
Saddam?
nope,
Bin Laden.
nope, it wasn't him. I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me. But we just have to be the we have to make sure in the black community we are aware of who is helping us, because they're not just helping us.
Right. Wow.
So we're looking at something now. It's just that just came up. Dallas police officer hired hitman to kill 2 people, and this is the type of stuff we got going on, and this is what's happening in our communities. And this is the crazy part. When these police officers with their immunity clear, it's not diplomat.
Yeah.
They have a specific immunity where they don't have to testify, and no judgment can be passed on them, because qualified immunity. That's what it's called. They have qualified immunity where they never have to testify against themselves.
Damn.
When Obama was in office, he could have pulled it out. Anyway, We're going to go to a break, and we'll be back to get on that. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we in there. Okay. We in there.
What do you love most? What do you treasure most? But most of all, what do you care for most? Strengthen your immune system with the power of elderberry, the ingredient with the most antiviral properties in the world. In addition to ginseng, zinc, B-complex vitamins, and of course vitamin C, which together become the shield that will protect what is most precious to you. Artist Life Shield could reduce the duration and severity of the flu, provides immunoprotective and immunostimulatory activity with antiviral properties, helps relieve the common cold. It also has incredible antioxidant properties and many properties to support your digestive system, so you and your family can be assured that your immune system is protected. Artist Life Shield, with all the power of elderberry.
All right, welcome back to the Black Dad Podcast.
Black Dad.
Y'all know I'm Jules V. This is my boy Matty.
BB Barnes.
Matty Ice. Matty Ice. All right, now, we're going to finish. We're going to wrap this up. We got one more segment we're going to do with y'all. This is going to be the icebreaker, man. Oh, it's going to be hot on the spot.
All right. Name your first car and who were your ride or die passengers during that time?
74 Ford LTD. Low C.
Okay.
AKA Marcus Lewis. And my boy Big Mike, AKA Michael Middlebrook.
Okay. Oh, my first. You know what, man? You know what? I'm gonna be dead.
Baller.
You know?
Baller.
Say.
Baller.
My mom had an 84 Lincoln Town car because I still got Lincolns to this day. So I actually drove that. But, I mean, my sister had whips. Okay, my first car was an 84 Fleetwood. Yeah, 84. Look, and then you can put air in that motherfucker in the back and the rear, and it'll lift up. You just put regular air in there. You go to the little tire shop, boom, put air in the back. And then I had a sunroof, and it was champagne color. I had the whole hood in there. Just say the whole hood, Camp Wisdom 35, baby, Simmer Village, baby, in the map. But I had the whole hood on there. It wasn't just, I mean, my whole hood was there, so. Damn. Okay, if you were the president, what executive order would you give on your last day in office?
You go first.
Free C murder.
Y'all looking at me? Legalizing every motherfucking drug out there.
Oh, you can tax it though.
Taxing the shit out of it.
Yeah, you tax the shit
go
out
out,
your ass. You want to
go and do that heroin and OD?
Yeah, you want
Guess
that?
what?
You want that boy and that girl like fat said
whatever it is.
You want that boy?
I'm not here to tell grown people how to please themselves. What we will do is govern it.
Oh yeah, you can make it taxable. It will exist. I mean, eventually, weed. All 50 states are going to be illegal. Legal eventually. So, but I'll free C murder.
And I tell the world who really killed JFK.
We know the government did that, but we're going. Okay, so are you breaking your company rules if you drink alcohol while working from home? I'm not for the. I can't say much about the wifey.
She drank wine too. Look, she got this nigga drinking wine.
Shit, my lady ain't sure. We call her Chardonnay, so say I work in the kitchen, so I have to be there. So, but I'm not gonna say the same for the wifey because I think she does. She partake in a little nightcap, or well, we call it day cap then.
Where's my boss again?
Yeah. You paid.
I'm at home in my pajamas. If I'm drunk, how you gonna know?
Yeah, how you gonna know? Because you your own boss.
Yeah. Hey, man, look here. You might need that little drink before you get on that phone call, man. Take that phone call, get your ass up off that phone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, that drink. Look, now, Don't get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
But have that drink. If that
Exactly.
drink gonna help you get through that call, because
Exactly.
you got them dogs and them bad ass kids in the background and the caller can't hear your ass as it is, have that drink. Just don't get drunk.
Okay. If you can enter heaven with 3 of your friends, but you can't be late, which friend will be late? Name them. Ooh, man, my boy Morph. I was gonna go over there earlier just to go holler at him before I come over here. We got a rule for Morph though. You know, if he ever hear this, he gonna be mad. But we be like, yeah, if like if he say I'll be there in 5 minutes, we say that's 30. If it's 15, that's an hour. We just I guarantee he gonna be the latest motherfucker there. You know what I'm saying? Anything you do, he gonna be late. So I'm gonna say my boy Morph.
Well, I think we're in heaven now. Welcome to hell.
No,
but for real.
on earth right now.
But for real.
I know definitely more.
I'm not, my mama gonna be late in the motherfucker, man. So I'm be honest.
Damn.
My mama gonna be late in the motherfucker, man. Only because, like, she gonna get lost, man. My mama gonna get lost on the way to heaven, man. So, hey, man, we gonna have to send her Uber. We have to Uber my mama to heaven, goddamn, because she ain't gonna be on time if she. Mama, don't you whoop my ass now. I'm too old for that ass whooping.
Look, I'm trying to.
All right, so we getting ready to get out of here, man. I really do want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Black Dad podcast.
I appreciate
this was our Alpha segment.
Exactly.
And I just want to say we really did enjoy y'all. We got our next segment is going to be the third Saturday, which is the 20th, and it's going to start at 8 o'clock, and we're going to run it to the film run out.
Yes,
I
indeed.
want to say thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for watching. I love you and peace.
Appreciate you.